I just finished changing the exhaust on my 92 Honda Accord. For some reason I wanted to get out in one piece, and I did. It'd probably be a lot easier to take it apart to get it out. I'll kind of start from the back, some of my thoughts on it. By the way, I put in a cheap stainless one off of eBay. I bought the second cheapest one from Superb Auto Parts. It cost me $143.37 shipped, so I thought that was worth a try. It's definitely, I'll go from the back, definitely it's worth buying new ones of those, because the old ones are so hard, they're really hard to manipulate. The new ones go back on way easier. The one problem with the new one is I get contact with the body right about here where the new one is, and I'm getting an exhaust leak at this fitting on the new one. The new one also has a fitting over here that doesn't seem to be leaking at all. But I might have to get I don't know if I can get a bigger donut kind of gasket to go in between there. I'll have to try that. And another thing is, this top bolt is really tricky to get out if you're trying to get it out in one piece. There's a flexible coupling on in front of the catalytic converter, so it can drop down and you can get better access to it. The odd thing about my car is the nuts that hold this onto the catalytic converter are about 13.5 millimeters. So I ended up ordering a 17/32 6-point socket off of Amazon, and I was able to get it off with that. The cover for the cat, the guard, I guess, the heat shield, is difficult to get off on an older car because the back ones get all rusted out. I may try to reuse this one, I may not. I'm still having trouble getting this nut, this top nut. They have some nuts built into them. 12 millimeter on top, 10 millimeter underneath, but they get terribly rusted out in the back. I got a bracket made for one, so I may try to reuse this still. To the exhaust itself, it has kind of that rattle can kind of a sound to it when you blip the throttle, so I don't know if I really like it very much yet. The old exhaust exits on the right where there's a hole for it, so I had to cut this out with my Sawzall and clean it up a little bit there. But it's, if you like chrome, it's very shiny, and it's a bigger exhaust, but like I mentioned, it has a leak right up here, but the other one seems to be okay, and so otherwise it fits all right. But I'm getting some contact with the body right up in here, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. But it's an old cheap car, so I thought it was worth a try. So anyway, I don't know if I would do it again. It was a lot of labor, a lot more labor than I anticipated, but it's done now. So as long as that exhaust leak doesn't bother me too much, maybe I can get, like I said, maybe I can get a bigger gasket for it. So I'll try that next.